Regent Francis, from the very beginning, was determined that the Texas Tech University system itself would be better than when he started. And he was determined that the Texas Tech system with the health sciences, not just in El Paso, but with the Health Sciences Center here in Lubbock, Amarillo, and the Permian Basin, that would be better than when he came on the board. And he was determined that the healthcare education needs of El Paso were going to be met with the development of the Health Sciences Center in El Paso.
The typical regent is elected for 6 years, and Rick was at 16 years. So, and it tells you his commitment and time, because he really had a vision of what this could be, as far as not only bringing jobs here in terms of very highly skilled educators and researchers, but also creating graduates that hopefully would stay here, so that our clinical services would improve over time, and even the clinical services that those that are teaching would also be able to provide. Even though they came here maybe as a researcher or a teacher, they're also providing clinical services. So it was a real win-win from an economic development standpoint for the region. And once again, he was that from that, if you want to look at it as a 20-year venture now, 21-year venture, he really was the quarterback for the last 15, 16 years of that.
He's been a passionate driver behind creating the medical school, creating the university that we have here in El Paso now. And I don't believe it would have happened without Rick's passion and efforts and many years of hard work. It's hard to say what somebody's legacy will be, but you have to believe that his legacy he's been one of the most important regents in the Texas Tech system. He's been one of the most important advocates and leaders for creating the medical school in El Paso.
I don't think we can fully measure Rick's impact to Texas Tech El Paso. When you look back on the vision that was painted for the medical center and a 4-year medical school was many years ago as a vision, and then it took a group of folks led by Rick to execute that vision. So when you look at the impact, who would have thunk that the old Del Camino Hotel that can think that far back or remember that far back has transformed itself now into 2 large Texas Tech facilities, a 3rd one on the way, and hopefully a dental school facility, on the heels of the research building.
It's not just Rick, it's Rick and Ginger. They are a tremendous team. We got 2 for 1 on that deal, and it was a great deal because their level of entertaining and whether it be the governor, the politicos, or other people that are interested in our university, or you're trying to recruit a research team or something like that, and you bring them in, and you have Ginger and Rick entertain, it's just over the top. And that's a team effort. They work like, well, they've got it down. I'm gonna tell you, they are really good. Ginger's amazing, and they are one great dynamic duo is what I would call them.
Having Rick Francis on the board was incredibly important to me. And in fact, that was one of the things that attracted me to El Paso. Rick has deep institutional knowledge of both Texas Tech and of the Health Science Center. He has great vision. He provides terrific support and excellent guidance. And when I looked at the Health Science Center, which when I arrived 5 years ago was still fairly young and very new, I could see the vision and I could see how they accomplished it and where they were headed. And that's really what attracted me here, and it actually is what fuels the university. Now, a lot of talk about Rick, but when you say Rick, you imply Ginger. There's no question about it. Some people might describe them as a power couple, and I would say power in the following way. Rick has vision and drive and excellence. He would not be what he is without the support of Ginger. And by the way, Ginger, in her own right, has vision and drive and friendliness and hospitality as well. Together, they are in fact the dynamic duo. They didn't just attract me, they attracted Bobette and myself to El Paso. And we enjoy spending time with both of them. They're a lovely couple, and it's our privilege to be considered their